All right. Hey, y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. We're back here in the Long Dark. Episode 3, or how should I say? We're on episode 3, but it's 2 of 2 for today. So there's 2 videos out today. Um, Unfortunately, in the last video, the game died. There's still some bugs, obviously,
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
some issues in this game, at least for me. I have issues when I try to, like, if there's a save, right? And then I do a load screen within a certain amount of time. I don't know what it is. It's kind of random as far as I can tell. The game crashes. So, my bad. I feel bad. I literally was talking to people and I just started talking to someone and the game just died. Right, I believe as we were, like I said, I'd saved. I'm starting exactly where my save would have been from sleeping in the bearskin bedroll. And basically did that and then walked to the transition to the zone of contamination, which is where we're going. And the game crashed. So, my apologies to anyone that was watching. And to Mrs. Wright, who I was literally just speaking to when it died. Alright. If you're wondering, I am currently, this is a survival run, right? It's a bit tougher than it normally is. I've got it set up for what I consider to be an immersive run. So it's sort of a mix of interloper. Here, we'll drop in here. Stalker and pilgrim. The animals are on passive and more of a hunting survival experience than it is being hunted by wolves survival experience. So since I'm kind of continuing this, I don't think I'm going to go into it that much deeper. I really just want to pick up where I left off, which was trying to get to the zone of contamination to get these tools. Let's get back to that. And some food. We need both. Alright. I believe I had decent weather when I left. It doesn't necessarily mean it will be that way this time. 2 bars. Same decision I made last time. Alright, let's see if this will work. But I want to get these tools today. That was the plan. I was going to do like, 3, maybe even 4 hours for the broadcast. I normally wouldn't do 2 episodes in one day, and I would certainly title them differently. I might end up changing the titles, but I don't know how it's going to affect anything. Let's get out of here. Back on the road. So yeah, we're hungry. We need to get some food, but I'm mainly just trying to get these cattails right now for some snackage. But get the tools so I can customize my base. So I want to focus on base building and hey bum buns, don't crash my game this time, okay? Hey bum buns, don't crash my game this time. But yeah, just some base building, trading, enjoying a tougher playthrough. But again, one that feels realistic. So as mentioned, so mostly the environmental stuff is set to interloper, so it's going to be really cold and get cold. Really bad weather, which weather and cold have been plaguing us, throughout the playthrough. The league table is mostly set to Stalker. I made it a little tougher. So in some aspects, it's going to be more like Interloper, but for like basic gear and stuff, uh, it'll still be Stalker. So there's, like I said, it's an immersion run, so I believe there's going to be axes, even a kitchen knife, right? Not only that, a lot of people have some pretty nice kitchen knives, and butcher knives, and things like that. So something like that would be huge, and they would be laying around. I think what we'll do, I didn't bring a hacksaw. I'm just now realizing. We do have the hatchet, though. That's fine. All right. Maybe we'll grab some acorns on the way out. This is a great place. This whole area is a great place to get acorns. And we may need them for food, at least for a little while. But also, it's a great way to get our cooking skill up pretty quickly. So I'm thinking maybe I get a pocket full of acorns. The DLC base customization tools, the fine tools, you know, some of the junk we got with a hammer. Load up our pockets, whatever we can carry back. Go to Broken Railroad. Cook up some acorns, and because there's some there too, I think, and along the way. And anyway, and then just try to get the cooking skill up to where we can start making some pies. We're gonna have to dodge some of the toxic stuff around here. I realize now there's a way that you can do it by going up too. I just I think this will be faster. I'm more concerned about the cold. I got teas in my pocket. I'd rather not use them though. Just yet. I'd like to find some coffee too. So I think we'll just try to skirt the edge here. I'll probably take a, we might get a little yellow foggy stuff. Just try to hurry by it. There we go. It's early, we can use a little fatigue. Yeah, I believe there's a way to go around up that way. And there's a place up there, there's some loot. I see the contaminated wolves are out in force. Okay, we'll just go wide. Now I was saying earlier, in video number 1, I think pretty much everywhere the ice is safe around here. I've, like, in Forsaken Airfield, I haven't found any that was bad, and Transfer Pass, I think it's all fine too. I just think this region is so cold that it just kind of makes sense. Anyway, how you guys doing up here? Out there having a good day? Hope you're doing what you want to do. Hope it's going well. Peace is having a good day. I was having a good stream until it died. I'll probably stop crying about that at some point, but it's irritating me right now. It's so frustrating. It absolutely has to do with saving. It was happening before. I think it's better to go. Yeah, we'll go left again. It was happening before, basically when I would it'll probably still be happening too. I'll need to be more careful. But like when I go into the base customization mode, when you do that, it saves. So I'd maybe change a few things. I'd go in and out of it. It'd do like 3 or 4 little saves in a row.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
And then I'd walk outside and the game would crash. Now luckily, the only decent thing about this glitch is that it tends to happen, like I said, right after I've saved, so at least I don't have to go back like too far. Just run through here real quick. A little further than I thought. Let's see if there's any mushrooms on these stumps. There's a 6-burner stove here too, I just remembered. But it's too cold for me today to be out picking up acorns. We'll see how we do in gear here. Before I start wearing them out. Going to have to pick acorns. But let's hit this train thing, and then we're gonna run inside and loot in there for a bit. And try to gather up a little bit of warmth while we're here. Alright, nothing. Because I would like to avoid taking, you know, too much damage.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Because, I mean, again, I don't know how much warmer it's going to be after 12, but afternoon, the whole place will start to warm up. I'd like to try to get across the map some and get to where the tools are. Let's start over here. There's plenty of stuff to get outside, but I'd rather get in and start warming up, hopefully. First, yes. Perfect. Whew! And do some looting in here, and that way at least I'm not getting hypothermia and losing cold. Hey, Mrs. Wright. Yep, I know. This game. I was saying it happens when I, like, basically I went to sleep so it saved, and then I, like, changed regions, or, you know, was going to a load screen. It just dies sometimes. But luckily, like, you know, it happens right after I save, usually. Some books. But yeah, I found like most of the glitches were pretty much taken care of after the last patch, but oh, grab that. It still just randomly dies on me. There's no real specific
This stuff will come in
there's
handy.
no time limit. It's not like, oh, I gotta wait 5 minutes, or oh, I should have ran out the door 30 seconds after I saved. No, it just decides. But I think I was telling you, yeah, we had a huge storm a couple weeks back, and the building, I live in townhomes, and got hit by lightning and blew up my TV. I'm playing on this little TV, and then controller died. I got sick. Alright, this is what we're looking for, hopefully.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
You know, there we go. Let's see, there's plenty of soda in here. I'll grab some water. Not much. Oh no. Pardon me, sir.
Probably useful.
Those are actually useful. Alright. There's more books and stuff. I think I'll leave those on the ground. Check out this other cabin. We warmed up pretty quickly. Grab these. And then there's usually some firewood laying around in this little hut. Area, this little campground. I think this will probably be my first feather I picked up. Anyway, we're only taking down 1 bar of cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff from the outside. But anyway, I've got the next few days off. I'm very happy to be off. Been very busy. I might go to the beach on Friday. But it's supposed to be like 96 degrees or something like that. Alright, I want to get my food stores straight. Just in case we catch some weather while we're here. We got a long walk to Broken Railroad. Now, once I get there, I can dump stuff and then... Oh, battery. Run it back and forth to Mystery Lake. I don't think I'll spend too much time there unless there's a moose there. I don't think I'm going to build a big base in Mystery this time. Just a waypoint. Alright, we'll loot this other one. We'll warm up again a little bit. Then we'll grab the big cabin with the stove. Yeah, we were getting 2 bars of warmth in the other cabin. Doubt I'll need them here, but we'll grab them just in case. We've got the 1 box of red tools already. And I'm probably not going to bring anything but those back with me. Alright, plenty of water. Candy bar.
Use this.
Alright. What about you? I'll just eat them right now. Grab some cloth in case we find any clothing I might want to repair. Nothing.
Best be prepared for anything.
Eh. Alright, let's dump a bunch of junk on the ground. And I think I'm going to go for the tools today. I'm going to go through and... I mean, it's a little foggy, but I know where I'm going. Anyway, I think there's a little more firewood along these walkways and stuff. We'll see about that. But I probably won't use it until this evening. Probably check that later if we make it back here. Ooh. Yeah, we might do some cooking. I can make up a bunch of water and cook up all this oatmeal. That should get me to level 2.
I'll take it.
And we got the big cooking pot. Perfect. I think I'll dig through the drawers, etc. later. Oh, a carrot. Be still my heart. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Well, most of the stuff I need to throw down on the ground. Oh, we're not going to be chemically poisoned anytime soon. That's happy. Get rid of these. I'm happy. We have an abundance of soda. Hardly any junk food. But you know, alright. Yeah. Those. Oh, I need to put my shirt on. Let me do that before I forget. That's better. Yeah, we're a little wet. Especially the jeans. You know, they have that nice 0% waterproofing. Hopefully we'll find some work pants. I'm going to keep the fuel with me. I should have grabbed some more flares. But I'm hoping to find some along the way. I guess this is weighing me down. The clothes and the bearskin are definitely heavy. You know what? I'll just leave it in here for now. Drop those. Oh, okay. Phew. Yeah. Something definitely wasn't lining up. Forgot to drop some water off. And I've been picking it up. Okay. Now I feel like I can go adventuring. This makes much more sense. Oh, I'm like, man, I need some fuel. I still don't have a lamp either. Hopefully we find a lamp. I mean, it's a big mine thing, right? You'd think we'd find a lamp. Okay, let's go for it. Let's grab my extra water, actually, because that makes more sense. We got peanut butter. 2 calories. Maybe. Grab that. And then sometimes there's some food in here, too, I forget. There's the radio, if you guys wonder where it is in zone. Contamination. Nothing here. Nothing on the tables. I mean, as far as loot being sparse, I'm pretty happy. We're definitely roughing it. Alright. Oh, we can carry an extra book, too, now that we're a little less burdened. Anything in here? Sometimes I hide crackers in the trash cans. If you didn't know. Alright. Back to it. Alright, so I think basically we're going to stick to the track for a minute, and then I got to go, I guess, run out to the left again. But we're warming up. I'm hoping this is going to be the quick trip I want it to be. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'd like to find a couple flares. There might be some at the little train depot. We'll look around and maybe... I don't know. I kind of want to hurry up and get the tools, though, because we're still playing... We're fighting the sun. But if I can get everything quick enough... I don't know. I might spend a day looking around. See if we can get lucky. I'll go ahead and probably grab the gas mask. Okay, let's pop over to the little train depot. There's usually some decent loot up in there. And then we'll go... You know, I've been calling it in the past the convector, but I think it's called the concentrator. Grab those tools. Scary wool boys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a quick look and assess of the little depot up here, and then I might see if I hit a couple of the outbuildings before we go over to the convector or whatever. Concentrator. Let's see if I can get a lantern. Ooh, that's helpful right there, though. Alright, that's all here. That's great. Lantern. There we go. Alright. Big part of the problem solved right there. I'm not too worried about finding the lantern now. Pants are in here. What kind of shape are they
Nobody
in?
needs this anymore.
Oh. They're in good shape. Right, back to it, yeah. So, I might still, because that was so quick, I might peek in one of the outbuildings. You know, if I was thinking ahead, I should have planned on being here for a little bit of time. And break down one of these workbenches so I can have the vise. Because there's a ton of workbenches around here.
I think I can use this.
So yeah, I'll probably run around here and do a little more looting. There. That's what I'm looking for right there. 3.39 pounds. It's got some fuel in it. There we go. We're healed of chemical poisoning risk again. Let's go get the tool. I'll worry about this other stuff later. The indolent hoppers. Oh. And it is super poisoned up here today. They've doubled the poison for pizza, I swear. Alright, I think... I usually go in the front door, but I think I can go over here to this side. I want to see if there's any tools over here. Yeah, let's tool boxes. Okay, let's get in there. Go get the goods. And then I get kind of enjoy, you know, a little looting. Taking care of some business. Trying to get some goodies. I agree. This is definitely one of the prettiest games I've ever played. To run around inside a painting, basically. I think we'll go top down. Hang out in the dark for a minute. I think I can get up there. I'm kind of trying to save the flare and the fuel for the way back. It's a little tricky. There we go. I think this is right. Maybe. And no. Ugh. Oh, there it is. I always forget when you go inside of a building you move, you know, slower. Like, what's wrong? Why is this broken? I know. Poor Astrid. And straight back here, I think? Yeah. Because I always want to run. Just waste. I'll just waste the fatigue. Wait, was that right? No. I'm looking for a little shed inside. I think it's up here. Yeah. This is how I know I'm on the right floor. Bop back down here. We'll grab these first so I can go ahead and just start dealing with the extra 3.5 pounds. Yeah. Hammer 2.
Perfect.
I'm gonna at least get it out of here, but that beat our weight up immediately. Because just added about 8 pounds.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Asher, we got a ways to go. Alright, I'm gonna walk all the way to the very back, I think. Yes. There are any drawers in here. Let's go ahead and crack them open, maybe. Alright, let's get a flare going. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Long Dark 2. I mean, the demo comes out in July, which is insane. I don't even know how you, like... the last part of the story mode for this game isn't even out. That is wonderful. This company is not even taking a breath before they go right into the second one, which is awesome. Because a lot of times in games, you know, you're like, You just never know when they're ever really going to get back to it. Oh, very helpful. I'll pull it out so I can see it if I ever end up back here. um, let's go in here.
I'll take it.
But yeah, at the end of July, I think people are going to be able to play the demo. I won't be one of those people, but I'd be excited to see it. Whenever they let the content makers release it. There we go.
This'll come in handy.
Just go ahead and grab a respirator and a container. Look at the pants. You know, get a few of these things out of the way. While we're here. But I'm excited. I've been talking about this before. You know, I'm curious to see what direction it goes in. I definitely think there's going to be a ton more, like, you know, NPCs. I'm hoping they kind of continue the theme where you can maybe, you know, play different characters. Again, factions. Maybe even like, you know, a bit of a companion system. There's our first stem, I think. Maybe if you choose certain things or certain people, you get, you know, buffs. Do I care about the safe game? Only reason I'm checking is for mucklux.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yeah. Oh, there's some bullets though. Take those. A pair of socks. What? Oh, that's it. Right. But the turnaround, it just blows my mind. Blows my mind. People are still going to be playing Wintermute. I'm trying to play the demo. We got the tools. Let's keep looking around. Like I said, I mean, if you really want to search this place, you end up kind of having to use fuel one way or the other anyway. But you can see all the workbenches, like I said. This is a great place to bring the hacksaw and grab a vise. It would be too heavy. I've got enough stuff I'm trying to walk out of here with. Yeah, I hope the owner of this dog food isn't around. Speaking of which. Yeah. I spent most of that playing with a safe. How are we doing on firewood? I'm 20. Alright.
This'll come in handy.
That will come in handy. That's a lot of calories. Yeah, you know, but you can see, like, why this place takes time, and you want to, I mean, just this one building, just digging around it. And there's all these other buildings. Oh, that's not the way down. You move in slow motion when you're inside. There we go. But I can't wait. I can't wait for the second one to come out. You know, we'll finish Wintermute. I enjoy the survival aspect much more. Much more. Sorry about that. Episode 3 was epic. Really incredible. Really good. Made the whole thing worth it, I think. 1's not bad. 2's okay. There's just a particular part of 2 that I'm an old player that I just will never forgive them for. Is that a pry bar? Fantastic. I was hoping to pick up another one while I was here. I don't think episode 2 was great story-wise, and the whole bear thing, it was just broken and dumb. And props to them making changes to it. You got to give much respect. They again, this company will listen to you. It might, for someone like me, I'm gonna put on eventually. They do make changes, and they did fix, you know, some of the big problems. So at least nobody else has to kind of deal with it. Oh, I think what I'm going to do... I mean, keep looking around here. There's some lockers and stuff I want to check. I don't know if I'm going to get this whole building today. But I do want to drop some of this stuff off. I'm just so heavy, it's not really doing me too many favors.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
100% torch. Strange thing to have inside a coal factory anyway. Bastard. No, we won't go into that. Let's see if we get lucky on any lockers. Got a backpack. Just grab whatever it is. I kind of want to hurry before this flare goes out. I don't think it's worth lighting another flare, so I'll probably just switch to the lantern for a minute. Oh, I've been waiting on those. Okay. Not as good as the combat boots, but they're lighter weight, and I might switch to them anyway. It's because we're so heavy, and there's a bunch of stuff I want to take back with us.
I think I can use this.
Another hammer. Just gonna leave that behind. Hopefully my brain box will be like, hey, you know, you have a hammer there, if I ever need it. There we go. Like I said, more interested in calories. We're not going to take the coal chute or anything like that. Okay, I mean, I know that I'm encumbered, but come on. Okay, so we came in the side door, but didn't really look around much. I think I checked this, didn't I?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
They don't, but I need that.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I don't know if I want to... There's a rope.
I'll take it.
Ooh, I will take that. I'll take all that stuff. Alright. Pretty good. Battery. Ooh, there we go. Alright, check out this truck. Shoot back across.
Oh, what have we here?
An orange snappy or whatever they call it. Yeah, we're gonna go out this door. Oh, grab these.
This will come in handy.
And I want to check those toolboxes. See if there's any little hidden treasure. Sometimes you can find, you know, hammers, hacksaws. Or a bunch of junk. Whetstone, more whetstones would be nice. Where do I put like stuff like that from the trader? I don't think I've seen that.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
It totally weighted down, but I'm moving so much faster. Pretty good run. Got what I needed, got what I came for. Got some food. There's a bunch of oatmeal to cook up. So again, I should be able to hopefully get to cooking level 2 before I even leave here. So yeah, I'm gonna go dump a bunch of this stuff off. I mean, as long as it's not, you know, I mean the weather, it's cold, but it's not that bad. But I can look in some of these exterior buildings anyway. Start a nice little pile in here, and then figure out what I'm taking back with me and what I'm going to leave. Up in there, I probably should check. All this. Oh yeah, we got some peanut butter.
What have we here?
Barely edible.
Feels like night is coming.
Dog food. I guess this is the food bench, huh? Alright. Yeah, I did pretty good on the food haul. Alright. Better than I thought. Well, there's inside. Yeah, if I didn't have the mittens, I'd probably go for those leather gloves. Yeah. Yeah, we're a significantly better position. Let's drink a soda. Eat a power bar that's almost dead. I mean, candy bars are kind of risky, but so far so good. Alright, drop that weight. Don't have to worry about my tummies. Let's go see what we can see in these buildings at night. I'll probably find a hacksaw here. You would think so. We found 2 hammers. Not much in clothing yet. But I don't think I expected too much. Figure my clothing problems will start getting solved once I get
Looks like this has been here a while.
closer to mystery. And then as we sort of radiate outward from there, we should be pretty good. Do some stuff like check bunkers and see what we can get our hands on. We should probably be careful of all these wires in case we get Aurora all of a sudden. How are you supposed to get to this thing? Am I confused? I'm confused. Okay. It's like the fourth flashlight I found in this run so far. Calm down on the flashlights. Alright. Nothing too impressive in that one. How are you getting this one? There we go. Oh, I thought that was a rope. Oh boy, some paint. There we go. Let's see if we get lucky with any of these lockers.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Actually, you know, it's a nice scarf if you get early game. It's not a bad backup scarf either. Mostly junk.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Soon. It's a little depressing, and these aren't really turning up very exciting things. I think everything else I gotta go inside, and I don't know, like I said, I'm not trying to use much fuel and flares right now. I might need to use them during the daytime, but at least during the daytime I might be able to get a little more visibility out of the situation. I don't think I'm gonna go into the cave or anything too much. Like I said, we'll say more of this when I end up back in this area later on anyway. How far of a drop is that? So, I mean, weather is pretty good for night. I mean, it's going to get colder. Oh, I thought maybe they hid something up here. Yeah, I think...
I can barely walk walk with this much gear.
That's pretty slow. 108 pounds. Ugh. I didn't really take up as much as I hoped. We're not losing a ton, but we're losing some. The food's gonna have to go, probably. Alright. The pants are upstairs. I might grab those. Man, why am I walking this slow? I guess because I'm in an interior as well. Might be too much. I mean, this is a little faster. Alright, we're gonna go. Look at that. We were talking about this game being beautiful. Look at that right there. You get the industrial to the right, or dystopian apocalypse, and then this gorgeous moon. Alright, even though we have the mask, we probably don't want to run through the chemicals. Well, I'm tempted to plug this guy. Look at them all. Well, this is annoying. Let's go this way. Now, I mentioned this before, but I mean, truly immersive run. I think I've always said that the wolves need to be a little more nuanced. Hopefully, they bring something with like that to the Lawn Dart too. But yeah, I would definitely like to see, like, you know, who knows when it takes place, but it's towards the beginning, you know. For the first 3 to 6 months, you know, wolves should be scattered, sparse, rare. They shouldn't come after you. And then it slowly picks up. I don't know, I've mentioned this before. One wolf should never be a challenge. We are about as encumbered as we can be, but we also have right, getting close to being the end of how much fatigue we have. Again, I'm still not 100% sure if I want to do a little more searching. I was really hoping to find some coffee here. But I feel like it would be smarter for me to, like, again, we're just trying to get all this heavy stuff. Because I'm not even sure I'm going to carry that hammer back with me right now. It doesn't seem necessary. But if I was going to just run up here and grab something, at least it would be this much closer. But then again, it would be probably best if I take it to transfer pass. So there's 4 pounds. We're already talking about walking out of here at, like, the pace I'm at right now. That's a long walk. So I don't know how much more adding to it isn't really going to help me that much more. But I gotta say, the weather on this trip has been incredibly lucky. It was terrible in Forsaken Airfield. It was a really rough start. But yeah, warm weather on the way out. Today was decent. I mean, tonight, I'm only taking 1 bar cold damage, barely even that. It's not really brought my temperature down. Come on, Astrid. We're almost there. We've gone this far. But I do think, I mean, I feel like with the Cougar, I think they're trying to nuance things a bit more. So again, I'm pretty excited and interested to see how this goes. Come on, lady, we're almost there. Phew! Alright, let's throw our bed down, and that'll help us right there with some weight. There we go. Put some firewood down. Didn't make it back with much. But I did make it back with a bunch of stuff, so... Oh, I'm really torn on the boots. We'll definitely lose some of the windproofing. I think the waterproofing is about the same. Maybe it's 10% or something, I don't know. Let's start the dog food extravaganza. I don't really want to carry a bunch of cans back, so... It's what's for dinner. There we go. Alright, so I could do two things. I could either... It's probably potatoes. And carrots in here. There we go. Good, okay. See, I think okay, yeah, I can break these up. There might be enough light for me to do it too, I don't know. I do think it's going to leave a bunch of stuff laying around. Oh, we got an aurora. Perfect. Cool, dropped it on the ground. And let's see. I mean, it's not a lot of firewood. The trick is, I need to be making water. If I had 2 cooking pots, this would work a little better. But to get the first batch of water is going to be a couple hours. I do have a nice amount. I guess we could try to get some fire going. Maybe I'll... Hey, the bees. Alright. Yeah, I think we're going to do a fire. We'll stay up most of the night. I'm going to cook a bunch of oatmeal. Try to get my cooking score up. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. That's my plan. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in less than 2. Okay, so I think what I'll do... How good is this one? 81, mine is... better. I don't think I'll use the cans. Alright, so... I'll make the oatmeal in here. I'll make my waters in here. That'll work. Wait, didn't I pick up a... I did. Got a fire striker. Let's save some of those matches. We're getting a nice little... We should have plenty in this playthrough. Right, because we're going to be at it for a while. And let's see. You are 97%. You are 97%. Oh, both of those are nice. But the ones I picked up. Did I keep them on me? Yes, I did. 89. Well, alright, they're all in good shape. Whatever. Porridge! Right, so... always nice to have one of these with you. We'll definitely make up 2 of these. Just kind of eat and cook as we go. Alright, so it takes about 8 minutes to prepare, 16 minutes to cook right now. Alright.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I know, it's all the water. And porridge. There it is. Alright, so when can I make pies? Wait, here. Cooking skill insufficient. So I guess it's level 3? I don't know if I cooked all 3 of them. If that would be enough. $24 of water. We can probably just kind of chill on that for a minute. I mean, you'd think you could cook oatmeal in here, right? Well, fine. That's fine. I don't really even enough time to do anything else either. I kind of want to see just how much water we're using up. Because you get a lot of porridge from one from one container. How are we doing on the fire? Alright, so we're out of porridge. 20, there's about 2 pounds of water. That's not too bad. I don't think I need to make any more water, is what I'm saying. Not gonna go hungry though. Sounds like the wolves are still freaking out. You freak out. I could check some of the covers, see if there's any, like, flour in here. looking too good, is it? Nope. Looking like it's, you know what? I bet there's some behind these cardboard boxes. Anyway. Here, we need more. Let's see how much we get out of that. Not too bad. Well, I didn't bring them. Well, they could be doing acorns. I think pizza. I should probably get some sleep. Well, I think we'll stop the porridge parade for now. Alright. And take a nap. I don't know if I'll have another fire. Might be done with the porridge, like I said. Kind of want to see what we did with the weather today. Honestly, I'm not too mad at it. I think what I want to try to do with some of my remaining time is... let's get rid of this book. I mean, I got the fire striker. We could do another fire tonight. It might help kill some time. I'm curious to see how much that made the bar. Just those, if it's moving pretty quick, which it is. Like I said, I don't know if it's enough to give me another entire cooking set. But I really hate carrying like a book with me. That's foggy too. Yeah, that's fine. Right. But I don't have to. Right, I think if I hurry... might be able to get this shelf taken down. Or I guess... yeah, let's just take this shelf down. There we go. A little more firewood. Just out of curiosity. Nothing. Alright. Well, I had to know. Working on it, Astrid. You know what's for dinner? Delicious oatmeal. I don't keep these things around either. 30%. Seem to be okay. grab one more. And then, just real quick, like I said, I think there might be a little more firewood up on one of these decks here. Oh, it's bright enough. I mean, to me, it's bright enough to chop something up out here, but... maybe not. See, I don't think there were any crates or anything I would break up by hand. I think you'll have enough. Alright. Plan is pretty simple. Just gonna hang out tonight, cook for a few hours, go to sleep, try to get up a decent time in the morning. It's time to leave. Load up. Head to the transfer pass. I guess, yeah, we'll just use the fire striker again. Save up them matches for later game.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll give ourselves 4+ hours. That'll be pretty good. That. We are cooking a little faster, right? It was 18 minutes, now it's 16. What a big change. I'm gonna speed through these. Again, don't want to really be up all night tonight, actually. I'm gonna try to get some rest. Get up at a semi-decent time in the morning. So I'll probably just cook this batch of porridge and call it good. Might make some water before we go to sleep then. So there'll be some in the morning. Yeah, that should work out. About 2 hours plus. Alright, we just need to kill some time for a minute. I mean, I'm tempted to take the cooking pot. I'm not lying, but I mean, it's just too heavy. I think with everything else I want to take with me. I think if I make a pot of water, it should be fine by now. Alright. We'll get some sleep. Have some oatmeal. And I gotta try to figure out how heavy I really want to be for this trip out of here. I forgot you can get warmth from porridge. Makes sense. Okay. See how cold it is. Ooh, sun though. Well, not too bad.
Looks like I made it through another night.
We did! Congratulations to us for living. Yay. Right. That's coming with me. Double check. Oh, there were baked potatoes. That's what I could have been doing. Whatever. Alright.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know. We need to carry more though. And I'm still torn on these shoes. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to need that until I get back here, so we'll just leave that. Let's grab all the matches. Now, a smarter pizza would grab all that stuff and throw it on the ground so it doesn't go bad. Looky.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Is correct. My hatchet was getting a little beat up. Alright, so pretty much everything else I need is back at camp. I did good. I'm happy I'm leaving. Yeah. Like, there's definitely, you know... I knew it. I hate this place. Read my stupid book. I'm probably making any more fires. Break this table. There we go. Oh, at least some fire went around. I don't really think I have much to do as far as repairs are concerned. It's probably going to last most of the day. Or this is better than the pants I'm wearing. Do they have anything? Let's see. Oh, they do. Look at that. They're warmer. They have windproofing. They have waterproofing. I mean, they're kind of heavy, but we're definitely going with those. Yeah, mainly just for the waterproofing more than anything. Where's those? Yeah. Well, that'd be fun. Alright. Alright, so again, fully repaired. I still think these guys definitely in the warmth department. Like, you can see, warmth is almost maxed out. So I believe this goes up to like almost 3 degrees of warmth. Windproofing might be about the same. But these are actually more waterproof, and they weigh a pound 10 less. So do I give a... But here's the point I'm going to make right now. Right now, me wearing these boots, basically I'm getting the same amount of warmth as I'm getting out of these. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to repair, but we'll give it a shot. Awesome. Okay, well, again, even though these are the better boots, warmth-wise, and windproofing, I think weight-wise, look, it even bumped up the windproofing. And waterproof, this is the way I need to go for right now. So cool, I got that done. Take that as a win. I guess I could see, I got some cloth, right? I've at least got clothing I can tear up.
Never know. Could end up being useful.
How many bandages do we have? Probably more than I need. Hey, Mrs. Wright. Well, I appreciate you joining in and saying hello as always. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good night. Get some rest. Yeah, it is getting late. I'm getting hungry too. I'm probably going to get back to Transfer Pass and then be like, see you next time. But again, thanks for joining in. I always say, hey, when you're here. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Be good. Yo, Mr. and Mrs. Wright are awesome. They like to jump in and say hello. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. What else? Cloth. There we go. Let's get the pants fixed. Yeah, that can go, and that can go. But I really didn't know the miners' pants were going to be that good. That's something to remember in the future. If I start in this region again. Alright, let's get them 100% if possible.
I am too tired to think straight.
And again, I'm kind of curious to see what the stats are here. So 2.7 in warmth. Which means, other than the snow pants, as far as synthetics are concerned, this is the best after snow pants. 'Cause I don't think the combat pants are that warm. I think they have the same waterproofing as them too. Interesting. We're still not quite above freezing, but I mean we're getting close. I don't know if repairs would make a big difference, because everything's up there pretty good. Maybe if I get the hat fixed. I don't know. I don't know why I keep thinking it's this one. I mean, it's not like I got nothing else to do, so we'll just go ahead and tear up these shoes. God, I can't wait to get out of this region. Got it. Oh, still 32. Maybe the gloves. We'll get some mending out of this. Oh, let's see. Cold for sure. I can see though. Alright, let's eat this last can of dog food. And we'll drink a soda. Honestly, I don't know if it's a good time to go out or not, but we might. I'm tired of being here. I think if I stick around, I'm just going to get stuck here even longer. So we're going to at least see what the temperature's like. I'm betting pretty cold, but we did increase our windproofing. Alright. I mean, it's well past noon. If we can get out of here before the sun gets too far down, I think we're going to be just fine. So let's go. Let's go. Pizza wants to double check the pockets. We got the hammer. We got the tools. This is what we really came for. We managed to pick up a lantern while we're here. Yeah, we're doing just fine. Because remember, there's stuff back at the other spot we got to pick up. I got tools. I've got, you know, bullets. Hacksaw. So yeah, I got enough in my pockets for now, and even more so to try to take back. We're already rocking almost 90. Yeah, we're gonna head back to the transfer pass, and then I'll get a save. We'll call it a good show. I mean, originally the plan was to do like a long episode, 3.5 hours, maybe 4. When the game crashed, and I felt bad because I left people hanging, and I hate that. So we jump in, we do 2 episodes in one day, no big deal. But I want the second episode to be nice and long too. But yeah, if you were looking for some long dark content this week, Pizza's got you covered. Now, in other news, I'm thinking Friday we might do something different. I got a couple things I've been working on. I've been working on a settlement in Fallout 4, getting one of those ready. Problem is, game's crashing, so I don't know if I got a mod issue, but I haven't changed anything, I don't think, so I'm not sure why. And then I re-downloaded Skyrim. I've been playing Oblivion, and I'm basically done. And the whole time I'm playing Oblivion, I'm like, man, I wish I could be streaming this. I wish I could be streaming this. Can't stream Oblivion, unfortunately. But what I can do is some Skyrim. And the nice thing is, I will say this, they finally have gotten... It's still kind of messy, but they've gotten their Creation Club mod situation in a much better situation than it used to be, because before it was like, if you know, sometimes I need room on the old PS4, so I I delete something for a while, and then I'll load it back up. And my mods are all gone. And it used to be like not only were your mods gone, but your favorites were unfavorited, and your bookmark, whatever, please run the way I want to go, though, so we can bump into each other multiple times. Oh, thanks. But I'll just leave the canister. Whatever. I'm gonna run right through it. I don't even care. He's just gonna hang out in exactly where I need to be to try to get through here, so I'm not playing this game. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Anyway, but it's been a while since I've been, since I streamed any Skyrim, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll do a survival run. I'm looking forward. That's what I want to do. A survival run. I feel like the last time I was like pretty much what I always am, Breton Mage. I think I'm gonna switch that up. Still might do magic, but I was a spell sword in the Oblivion playthrough. And that was a lot of fun. So I might bring that over. Do a little sword and board. With some nice destruction and alteration and restoration. Not going to be back for a while. And I'm thinking between the oatmeal and the acorns. If I keep those in my pocket when I go to the lodge in Broken Railroad, I should get at least level 3 and I can start making some pies and my life will be easier. But I was curious to see, like in this particular playthrough, how, slightly tougher conditions than what I've been doing with the building. How much does the salt box really help? How much is the trader really helping? When there's less stuff all together. I hear ptarmigan. Or I thought I did. Yeah. No, I heard creaking trees. All right. Yeah, we're walking against the wind. I will tell you this though. I mean, I feel good about my clothing choices. Like I said, that 30% waterproofing on the boots. I mean, again, if I could have spent the leather on the combat boots, I'd be warmer and I'd have even more windproofing probably. But we got just enough windproofing and weatherproofing clothing, you know, warmth that we are, you know, we're out here in it. We're not freezing. I feel pretty confident we'll get back to the transfer pass before, you know, it gets too cold. Hopefully we don't crash, y'all. It has been a while since I saved, so we should be okay. Should be.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Nice. Very soon, Astrid. Very soon. Whew. Alright. Made it back to safety. We got a pocket full of food. We'll gather some more acorns while we're here. Maybe on the way out. There's more cattails. Like, you know, there's rabbits. There's ptarmigan. I should probably try to grab some ptarmigan while I'm here. So I think probably what we'll do next episode, you're right, day, you know, tomorrow for this playthrough, we'll do some hunting. Try to get some ptarmigan, maybe some bunnies, pick up some acorns, and then spend the night. We'll clean and cook up the birds and rabbits. But then I'll have a pocket full of ptarmigan down when I leave. Hey! Whew. Alright, it's good to be back. Well, if you happen to pick this up, you know, you pick up this episode before the other one, you're just kind of, you saw this one. There is one before this. I mean, it's episodic, so, I mean, they're all tied together, right?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
But this one was more of a continuation video. If you happen to stick through the first one and the second one, congratulations. You are an amazing pizza fan, and I am very appreciative of you. 'Cause we have been at it for hours and hours. People are going to bed. The sun was out. Dinner is come and gone, folks. But I felt bad because it died, and I wanted to make sure we had 2 full episodes. So I didn't want to do like a second episode, take 30 minutes.
I can use this.
Be like, okay, well, I'm out. Even my throat is getting a little sore, so time to call it. But yeah, next round we're going to, like I said, probably spend a day or 2 in the transfer pass, try to get a few more things, get my inventory straight, figure out what's going back with me, what's staying here, and get myself prepared to get to the main part of Great Bear. You can see we got a ton of goodies to kind of go through and figure out. So that's why I'm kind of thinking about spending a little extra time here just to try to get things a little more sorted. Again, not a ton of food as far as like, this kind of stuff. We do have some oatmeal. And like I said, cattails for a couple days, no problem. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's episodes. As always, I appreciate all you guys who like, subscribe, and watch the videos. Guys follow along while I'm streaming. And all everybody that likes to watch them later on. Thank you so much. I have fun doing this. Look for more videos. I got a little time this week, so we'll be putting out a few more this weekend, as well as Friday and Monday. And we're going to start a new series of something other than the Long Dark, so check that out. Alright guys, I'm starving and I'm out. Thanks to Mrs. Wright for joining in the conversation. Always appreciate her saying hello. And anybody else that, breezed in and out. Thank you guys. Alright, if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. I really hope you guys are out there having a great day. Y'all be good to each other.